But Smooth Media will be sponsoring the Litecoin Summit 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada from October 21st to the 22nd. We're giving away crypto, cash, what else?
Ledger Nano X's,
Ledger,
5 a day.
5 a day. So we're going to be getting out 10 ledgers and a lot of crypto and money. Okay?
Check us out on the website too, on the Litecoin Summit website.
Exactly, yeah. I'll show you guys, okay?
Yeah.
I'm on the screen. I'll show you. But
because that took some work.
Ooh, there we go. We're right here. But Smooth Crypto. We're on the website. Come by, say hi. You know, we'll show some love to you guys. We're gonna be on the charts now. Litecoin weekly time frame, and I'll let Crypto King take it over from here. Go ahead, dude.
All right. So we're starting off with Litecoin paired with the US dollar. Data coming from Coinbase. We are as well on the weekly time frame. So just kind of ignore these arrows because I did a trading view idea and I have those up. So Litecoin, we have our big overall Fibonacci in yellow from the swing high to the swing low down here. We have our white Fibonacci for more recent swing highs to swing lows. It just gives us levels to where we could potentially bounce, find a little bit of resistance on the way up. We also have a trend line with our first touch point from the top of the swing high of the Fibonacci. Second touch point is with the second swing high that we have with the Fibonacci. And then, I just have that extended out. So, you know, everything's just lining up pretty good. That's a big level of resistance when we start approaching that trend line, wherever and whenever we start approaching it. Then if I zoom out a little bit, you could see this trend line down here. We have the first touch point back here, March of 2020. Second touch point was recently, which is our swing low here around June 6, 2022. So both of these trend lines are very valid. They have, you know, two solid touch points where they've bounced from both levels. So really, if we look at it off of all of our drawing tools, are both Fibonacci's in yellow and white, our trend lines here. And I just have one level of the red box, which has been, you know, resistance in the past. It's been support. We broke below it, found it as resistance. We were below it for multiple years before we started to blow towards the top. We blew through it as resistance, retested it as support before we just continued higher and higher. When we did break back to the bottom after our all-time high, or I guess not, after our almost all-time highs, we came back instantly to it to retest it, bounced off of it, almost retouched it before we, you know, came below it. It was resistance, and now we're well below it. So when Litecoin does start to move, let's zoom in and take a look right now. Just a second. Let me make sure everything's right and adjusted for everybody. So with current price action, once we do start breaking, and this candle specifically here on the weekly time frame, we want to get above these levels, really these wicks here from August 8th and August 15th. Once we're above these levels of $65.25, give or take a few cents, once we break above that, then really I would expect the Fibonacci, the white Fibonacci here, to be retested. So if that is, you know, this current week, we only have, you know, just the weekend. We have till Sunday at 5 for this weekly candle to close. When the problem with Litecoin is once we do start moving a little bit, Litecoin is going to face a lot of hurdles. The first one would be the 236 on the white Fibonacci, which isn't as major. It's not as strong. So if I leave the cursor here, you see where all of the, you know, it was support in the past, support a few times back here, kind of resistance before we broke above, and it's been support ever since until we broke below it. So really, the $100 level to $103 is going to be a large level of resistance. Once we break above that, that's going to be a huge level of resistance. The red box, as well as the trend line, huge level of resistance. I would expect us to get rejected around these levels Maybe not a major rejection, but at least to get slapped down. But Litecoin has a lot of hurdles from looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin and other coins I've been doing analysis on lately. Litecoin has a lot of hurdles to get over. But the gains with Litecoin, it's unreal, the gains that you could potentially make with Litecoin. If we get our long position from current price action, hit that, really I would target the 61.8 in yellow, because that's our big overall Fibonacci level, and tighten this up. A stop loss realistically for me would be the lows that we have. Candle body lows, which I'm looking at these over here. Candle body lows, so a tight stop loss with this. And I mean, you're really looking at that setup. I mean, that's a absolutely beautiful setup. And you could even play this different. You could have it at the white fib, to where the 61.8 on the smaller, it's just the swing high here to the swing lows, not as major Fibonacci as the yellow one. So, I mean, look at these gains as well on the risk to reward ratio. And I would have, a 25% of my overall position sell here, maybe another 25 here at the point, the 78.6, and then possibly just let it ride. Then once it gets over the yellow 61.8, just stick a trailing stop loss here at 245. And you know what I mean? That's a beautiful, beautiful gain for Litecoin.
As much as there's hurdles for it, there's a lot of potential as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome.